Open an image in Affinity Photo and then go over to the Layer menu and New Layer. Then go over to the Paintbrush tool. It's over there in the Tools panel. Select that and select a brush via the Brushes panel. Now I'm just going to go with this one, which is in Oils, but you can select any of them. And you can find that in View menu, Studio and Brushes. Then apply it. Well, maybe set the size a bit bigger than that. Default size a bit small. And I'm just going to apply it over parts of the image that say I like that part of the image. So I'm just going over, and you can apply it a couple of times. It doesn't matter. Just apply it at different places. So you've got that design. That's the area that I'm going to be using for my selection. So what you can do then is you can go up to Select and down to Selection from Layer. You can use that one, but you can also use Selection from Layer and Delete. Now, not always super effective. It leaves some parts behind, which is very odd. However, you can see now you've got this lovely selection. So it's a real great, easy way of using sort of brushes to create a selection brush. But of course, you can delete this layer. Just go over to the Layers panel and just delete. So now you've got that selection. But what you can do just a basic Control-C, Control-V if you want to paste it. However, you can use it as a brush instead of just copy and pasting all those sort of things, or using it as a pattern. So go to the Brushes panel, go here, right side menu, there's an option here, New Brush from Selection. Select that. And now it's saved it. So I don't want the selection anymore. Now you could create a completely fresh document, perfectly reasonable to do that, but I'm not. I'm just going to go with this on this. And you can see the brush there. And it's 2,994. That's quite a large brush for me. Double click that. And it brings up this panel. And you can modify the size jitter. You can also modify the size. You can change that, the default size. You can also change the spacing if you want to do that. Rotation, you can change the rotation. And so on and so on. I'm just going with that size jitter. Also change the hue jitter as well. So you can add a bit of colour into it, variation of the colour. Also scatter as well, so it scatters. And also rotation, so you can have it rotate as well. So once you've done that, click close. And then you can, of course, change the size later if you want. Now you can apply it on a layer, so just go to Layer and New Layer. This is like, say, New Brush, and just simply apply it. And you can see what you get, which is basically a very, very sort of unusual brush stroke with that image. You can see the design, obviously you can see the bits of the fragments of the street. And it's on a layer. So what you can do, you can apply effects. Now I've filled most of the layer, so you probably won't see much, but you can always go down to effects and just click there and maybe go for outer shadow, just add a little bit of a shadow there, and also 3D. And you can set 3D. Now it's probably best if you want to do layer effects, just go to Layer, New Layer, and just apply a little bit. So just something like that, just a bit over there, dabs in different places, and then go to down here again, click effects, and again, exactly the same, outer shadow, just set the settings, put in whatever you want, and then 3D as well. And it's a great way of just getting a nice bit of depth to makes it look like an oil painting very quickly. You can see this. And again, layer, new layer, and you create another one. Apply it a couple of times again, and of course you can select different parts of the image as well. Create all kinds of different brushes and apply those as well. You don't have to obviously just have this single brush. And again, click there, effects, and 3D again. And you can see again the depth there, as well as outer shadow, just to give it a bit of depth. Finish off that. Click close. And there you have it. Very quick, nice three-dimensional, looks like an oil painting, sort of a initial sort of thing. And of course you can maybe add additional brush tops, on top of that as well. And also once you've finished, of course, you can always go to layer and you can merge visible. So it's all merged into a single image. Hope you found this of interest. Thank you much.